Page 6. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Well, this looks ugly. Good grief. Let's see what we're getting into here. I look it over. I see it's a little over a page long. I don't know how many lines it is. I'm too lazy to count them. It doesn't matter. I just want an idea of how long it is. The clef signs are treble and bass clef. The time signature is 3/4 time, and we have a pickup beat. We're coming in on beat 3, which means the other two beats in that measure should be someplace. And they're usually at the end. So if we look at the bottom of page 7, sure enough, we see 2 counts in that measure. So that's beats 1 and 2, and then we have beat 3 at the beginning. And I see quarter notes and eighth notes all over everywhere. And half notes, think we can handle all that. If you can handle eighth notes, we can do it. We'll just take it slow and easy. The hands, for the most part, are playing one hand at a time, so I'm going to take both hands together, talk about both hands together. The left hand, you have fourth finger on G, here. That puts the hand here. And the right hand is thumb on middle C here, so we're in middle C position. At 4, 1, 4, and 1, and 2, and. 1 and 2, and. 1 and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 1 and 2. That's basically what that rhythm is all over the place, just different notes. Let's go over to measure 13. Is the numbers at the beginning of the lines in the little boxes? Those are measure numbers, right? So measure 13. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and. Just count it out and you get it. Now at the end, the last 2 measures, you're here. Now hold that down and then add the E and G to it. Here. So you got 3 notes down. So it's 1, 2, and then there's a fermata above the quarter note. There's a fermata to the half note also. They have to put a fermata in both staves to keep the staves together, but it's the shorter note that determines how long you're going to hold it. So it's the quarter note. Hold that out as long as it feels right. Here, and then when you're ready, you can let go. If I do it with a metronome, I'll just hold that quarter note 2 counts instead of 1. I just double the value of the metronome, is all. You do it any way you want or how your teacher tells you to do it. Now, once I can play the notes and the rhythm's okay, then I go back over it slowly and get rid of the hesitations. We're going to pretend I already did that. So now I'm going to do the articulation. I'm going to lift up between the phrases, the curved lines. So connect it. Lift up. See those 3 A's there? Well, there's more silence between the last 2. Just like taking a breath. Yeah. So I'll put in the phrasing. Then I add the dynamics. At the beginning is F. Forte is loud. Whatever you think loud. I just think of it as heavy. Heavy. And then when you get over to measure 8, the half note is loud. And then the quarter note is moderately soft. Mezzo piano. It's sort of soft. You could play it soft if you wanted to, and then for the last note, measure 12, you come up a little bit to mezzo forte, and then for measure 16 at the end of that now you're back up to loud here for the last, like you were at the beginning. So once I have the dynamics sort of under control, then I think about the speed. This says happily. And again, a lot of times in music, instead of telling you how fast to go, they tell you the mood of the piece, and you get to figure out from that how fast you're going to do it. Well, you're happy here. 1 and 2, 3 and 1. The 8th note's got to be controlled and even, so don't go faster than that. Everybody will be a little different. And you get to the end, the last 2 measures, you have the RIT. You're going to slow down. So starting measure 21, so I do 1, 2, 3, 1. You feel it, how much you slow down. Don't slow down a lot because that doesn't work with piano. It just drags. It gets to the point where, is this ever going to end? You can slow down, but don't get carried away with it. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 1. At the beginning, to here is what it needs to sound like. 2, 3. I'm exaggerating them so you can hear them better, but you just feel them. Don't copy me, please. That's just one way of doing it. Get into it. Feel the music. How do you feel it should go? What speed do you think it should go? And your louds and softs, you can experiment with that a little bit. Get a little louder and softer in places if you feel it that way. I mean, sometimes like at the beginning, sometimes I go down there and I land, ba-da-da-da-dum. I want to land on that. Ba, and then come back off. There's different ways of feeling it, of interpreting it. And there's no one right way to do it. How do you feel it? Let's play this together very slowly and check that you have the correct notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do louds and softs. I'll do the phrasing. I'll give us 2 counts. Ready? Go. There's a duet for this. I'd like to play that. I need you to go up the keyboard again. So just pretend the middle C instead of here is here. And then here, you're up here. Play it all up here. Now the accompaniment doesn't have a pickup beat, so I'm going to play that note with you, and then I'm going to play the accompaniment. We're going to speed this up quite a bit, so just be sure you can play that fast. With no hesitations or this won't work. Ready, go.